Hey there, all you gooseheads, and welcome back to another episode of the Evening Goose. Once again, I'm your host, Andrew Ginsberg. I'm a former tech employee turned stand-up comedian, and now I'm spending all my time diving into the latest and greatest news in AI, technology, space, and beyond. And today's episode is really for the crackheads on the internet. We're diving into one of my favorite subjects deep in the Beyond section. I, Andrew Ginsberg, have seen every single episode of Ancient Aliens on the History Channel. That's right, over 200 episodes, 19 seasons, a lifetime of friends and family calling me a stoner idiot, and at least 3 theories involving alien lasers and pyramids. I'm super excited about this episode. I've been watching this show since I was a kid. I know people have a lot of opinions on it, and maybe it's a little silly, but let's dive into my thoughts on every episode of Ancient Aliens. Listen, throughout my life, I've always watched Ancient Aliens on the History Channel. I turn it on at 3:30 in the morning, watch like 50 episodes in a row, take a few bong rips, and just let the information flow, baby. Now, I'm not saying it's the most serious show of all time. I understand that it's kind of a joke and people have a lot of opinions about it. But I will say this. All these years of me watching Ancient Aliens, I did it for sort of entertainment. But I always had an open mind, and I always kind of had a curiosity bubble up. What if they're right? What if there is some truth to what Georgie Tsoukalos is saying? It's all aliens. So today, let's break down what Ancient Aliens is actually saying. Because perhaps there is a chance that history, religion, and just about everything we don't understand has a more alien explanation. Let's get something out of the way right off the bat. Yes, Ancient Aliens is a show where every historical mystery gets explained by aliens. Don't know how a temple was built? Aliens. Why did humans invent agriculture? Aliens. Why is Stonehenge round? You guessed it, aliens. But here's something I personally believe. I do think that the actual theory behind Ancient Aliens has some truth and validity to it. I don't claim to be an expert on any of this stuff. I'm just a stand-up comedian here in New York City. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an archaeologist. I'm just a fan of kind of crackhead TV shows that are on late at night. And this is mainly for entertainment purposes. But let's just put aside our kind of core beliefs or whatever your biases are coming into hearing about this show, and think about the possibility that maybe, just maybe, what they're saying could be true. The ancient astronaut theory goes like this. Thousands of years ago, intelligent beings from another planet visited Earth. They found primitive humans, helped build our earliest civilizations, and left clues in myths, monuments, and religion. And then they vanished. Classic aliens. The show's fans, and yes, there are millions of us out there, point to some compelling stuff. Ancient texts that describe gods flying down from the heavens in fiery chariots, beings of light who teach humans astronomy, agriculture, and law, nearly identical myths about sky gods, star beings, and divine messengers showing up in civilizations that had no contact with each other. And the fans ask, what if those stories weren't stories? What if they were memories? Here's where I think it gets wild. If you put aside your disbelief a little bit, I do think a lot of those sky god stories do sound a lot like aliens. You can't deny it. You've got the Book of Enoch describing glowing watchers who descend from the sky and give humans secret knowledge. Ezekiel from the Bible sees a spinning craft with wheels inside of wheels. In Hinduism, gods fly in mechanical discs. Even the Quran describes beings descending as wrapped in light. I mean, let's think about this here. Angels with wings, ancient guys with halos, the ability to beam down from heaven. Sounds a lot like extraterrestrials. Now, I'm not saying all religion is based on UFOs, but I am saying if a glowing figure descended from the sky today and landed in your backyard during your 4th of July barbecue, you would think it was aliens. And I guess if it happened 3,000 years ago, you'd write a gospel. I'll tell you this, what really stuck with me after 10 years and 200 episodes of Ancient Aliens is not that there are ancient mysteries. It's that the exact same ancient mysteries keep popping up all over the world. Pyramids in Egypt, step pyramids in Mesopotamia, star alignments in ancient Cambodia, carvings of beings in helmets in Bolivia, massive stone structures nobody today can explain, built by people who supposedly didn't even have the wheel. It's possible that there was a global civilization that we forgot, or someone was flying around back then sharing blueprints and plans. So yeah, I personally think it might have been aliens. Not just because I want it to be, but because every culture on Earth seems to have remembered the same thing. Came from the sky, they gave us knowledge, they promised to return. So, what does the show Ancient Aliens really tell us? 1, our ancestors clearly saw things they couldn't explain. 2, religion and mythology might just be history with the volume turned up. And 3, we might be the punchline of a very, very old cosmic joke. Extraterrestrials! If you enjoyed this summary, please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel and I appreciate it. We got more mystery, more tech, and more beyond coming at you in the future. I'm Andrew Ginsberg with the Evening Goose. Thank you for tuning in, folks.